Okay, so we're back at our homestay at Bali in the middle of Main Street in Sanua. After 4 days, well, probably a little bit less than 4 days really. It's the day after we arrived back. I had an appointment just after we came back, and one, the phone was completely flat, and two, I was covered in dirt head to toe. The last leg of the trip was interesting, to say the least. Lots of trucks. It's the main drag that goes from Denpasar out to Gilimanuk, which is the ferry crossing over to Jakarta, Java, I should say. And supplies, up to supplies coming down that road, supplying Bali with super overloaded trucks like you've never seen. Very interesting to ride on, something you don't really want to do. You can do it. Confidence helps. Otherwise, I mean, sitting in not very fast, sitting behind trucks along the way gets you there, just a bit slow, I suppose. I think I must have overtaken at least 200 trucks in a 60-kilometre stretch of road, and ended up covered in soot. My face was a bit black yesterday when we got back. Of helmets, I got visors. Always get a good helmets got visor, but if they're the ones that we've got are reasonably new, but they get scratches on them and they get dirt on them quite easily. And when you need to see quite detail, when you're going slow and close to things, you can't have your visor down. I can't see properly. You just I put the visor down. Once you hit over sort of 60 kilometres an hour, if you don't have the visor down, it sort of feels like your head's getting ripped off by the wind pulling on the helmet. Which is interesting, but it's doable. We did it 4 days. I think for 2 people, hire of the bike, fuel, food and accommodation, easily under $200 for 4 days. We drove all the way around Bali. I mean, you could do it in a lot less time if you wanted to. I wouldn't recommend it. 4 days was alright. We stopped a little bit. You could do it a lot more. It'd be nice to do it and stay at some places a little bit more. But on the north, there's only pockets that have sort of tourist accommodation, I suppose. I think once we left not far out of Sanua, there wasn't a lot of tourist anything, and particularly until we got back to the same central hub, down near just past Denpasar, really. But there was some stuff. There's some stuff on the north that was catered towards divers, and a bit of the eco villas around, but they're expensive. It cost us a little bit more as we went round on the north and the west for accommodation than we expected, but it was nice. The nicest part, I think, was probably the far northeast, east of Ahmed was really nice. Then it started to there was some dive areas. It started a little bit touristy after that as you went west from there. But east of that, on the sort of the northeast corner, was really nice. There's not many tourists go around there. Really nice, funky road that was very narrow and windy on the side of very steep hills, and then steep up and down. You want to have I don't know how you go. You can be a bit slow with a ordinary automatic bike with 2 people. Our bike was fine. Got it airborne a few times. There's some pretty interesting roads there where it sort of drops away quite quickly in some spots. But beautiful, dry, sort of Mediterranean, and little fishing villages in little bays, stone bays along the way. Very, very nice. The other far west, Midwest was quite nice when we stayed there. That was quite nice as well. I quite liked Mediwi Beach, that area. Maybe a little bit further this side of Mediwi Beach was quite nice. The accommodation we stayed in was horrible, but there are nicer stuff there. So I have been told since after the night we stayed in, it was like horrible. So yeah, I mean under $200, no, easy, no problem. So it cost us a few dollars in fuel. Fuel here is subsidised by the government. Always buy fuel at a petrol station if you can. Don't buy them in cans. There's petrol stations everywhere. And I haven't had to buy petrol from anywhere but a petrol station since I've been here. They're all over the place. You just go on and tell them how much you want and you show them the note. So the bike's taken a maximum of 15,000. Yeah, 15,000 to fill. So, but yeah, no, it costs us maybe $4 or something. Petrol, fuel subsidised it. 45 cents a litre will roughly translated to, roughly American or Australian dollars, 4,500 rupiah. It's been like that for as long. This is the first time I've been to Bali, I think. So, which is sort of interesting, I suppose. But yeah, nice. So easy to travel around. It's really nice to go around and see Bali and get away from the tourism areas and really see what's going on. And the people outside of tourist areas are very, very friendly. Very friendly, especially if you say hello and you know a little bit of Indonesian. You say hello, so in Indonesian, good morning, good afternoon. A couple of things that are very, very nice. And sometimes think you speak Indonesian and start speaking to you in Indonesian, you have no idea what they're saying. But nice teethy grins. The further you go away from tourism, and you're nice and friendly, the friendlier people seem to be. So it's very nice, certainly worth getting it.